Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining today's webinar. And the topic for today's webinar is Cloud IT. And I'm going to throw light on ManageEngine's cloud solutions. So before we begin, some housekeeping stuff here. In case if you guys have trouble hearing me or looking into the screen through the webinar, get in touch with the panelists. They should be able to help you quite quickly. And if you have any questions during the course of the webinar, post them on the Q&A window. When the time comes for question and answers, I will look into them and answer all those that I can within the time which is available for us. So into the webinar now. There needs no new introduction on the importance of cloud and the necessity to move your business to the cloud. In this world of digital transformation, everything has literally moved to the cloud, as you all know. And businesses have big trouble dealing with data, internal security, external security attacks, and so on. And we as IT directors or managers or administrators often look to cut down infrastructure costs. Organizations ensure all services related to the business are available 24/7 without compromising on data and security. To maintain high availability SLAs, organizations face a tough time identifying the right solution that helps them manage their IT effectively and efficiently. ManageEngine, with its wide range of products across all IT verticals, as you all know, provides a host of solutions on the cloud to such customers who would want to benefit the cloud advantage. So let's first take a look at the IT verticals that ManageEngine deals with. It starts with solutions on Active Directory, network monitoring, traffic analysis, Helpdesk and asset management, application monitoring, server monitoring, analytics, IT security, where we deal with SIEM and password management, desktop and mobile device management, and finally on the cloud as well. So today our focus is going to be on cloud solutions. So if you are looking to manage any of these IT functions from the cloud, ManageEngine is going to be the right partner for you. So it could be IT, service, and asset management. The list is available for you on the screen on the right-hand side, but anyway, I'm just going to go through them once for once. So if you're looking to manage your IT service and asset management or server application, network performance monitoring, mobile device management, Office 365 management, remote access, where you want to control roaming users as well as the ones who are connected to the VPN, patch management for Microsoft and third-party applications, secure single sign-on for identity access management, SIEM and log management. And finally, you want to do an MOM, a monitor of monitors like an IT alert management. So gather all IT alerts into one single console and have some remediations done or have some external actions taken upon those alarms which are received from your monitoring solutions. That's when you would want to look into ManageEngine for the IT alert management. And finally, advanced IT analytics for getting some deep insights into the data that is received from all the data that you have from all the applications and business services that you have, and you want to have some business intelligence reporting and dashboard done from the data that has been received. So if you're looking to move any of these functions to the cloud, ManageEngine is going to help you out. So let's take a look at each of these functions right now. So first, I'm going to start with Service Desk Plus Cloud. I'm sure quite a number of people who have joined here are already customers of Service Desk Plus, or you have already heard about Service Desk Plus. So Service Desk Plus has got the best ITSM workflows. In the next slide, I'm going to talk about the various ITIL functions which can be achieved through Service Desk Plus. So you can streamline all your activities in IT on the lines of ITIL. So you can bring in the IT service management workflows and customize them based on your business needs. It has got powerful integrations with IT management apps. So it has got integrations with Desktop Central, it has got integration with Op Manager, or it has got integration with Site 24/7. It has got integration with Desktop Central as well, so where you will be able to manage an Active Directory as well. So you can manage users, you can manage your desktops and mobile devices from one single location. There's a lot of automation that you can do with Service Desk Plus. Say, for example, you want to auto-assign technicians to tickets. So you just want to cut down the cost of an Helpdesk coordinator, or you want to constantly look at the services that you have offered, the quality of services that you have offered through continual service improvement. So for the first example, where you want to auto-assign tickets, there's a technician auto-assign functionality where you can assign tickets based on round-robin or load balancing techniques. And for continual service improvement, when a ticket is closed, and survey can be sent to the users for determining the quality of service. And other example that comes to my mind here is you can auto-escalate tickets when the SLA has been violated by a technician. And it has got extensive reporting capabilities. I'm sure people who have been working with Service Desk Plus for long, in fact, to give you some statistics here, most of our customers have been using Service Desk Plus for more than 5 to 7 years or now. So it's actually more than the average experience of our IT support technicians in Service Desk Plus. So it has got extensive reporting capabilities. So you have close to around 400 reports out of the box, and there's going to be an integration with advanced IT analytics, which I'm going to throw light towards the end of this webinar. And customizations are possible. You don't have to learn any coding language for these customizations. Just a drag and drop functionality to customize your interface as well as the forms. It could be the incident template form, or it could be the service catalog, or it could be the reply template, the response template. Even the survey can be customized in your own fashion. So all that you see in Service Desk Plus can be customized without any additional language or additional coding language. So here is a look at all the ITIL functions which are offered by Service Desk Plus on the cloud. So incident, problem, change, service catalog, asset, CMDB to help you build the relationship between CIs and also to have a business view of all the CIs, and project management, release management, knowledge-based management, finally continual service improvement, and finally it's enterprise service management. So all along we have been just talking about IT service management, but there are organizations who would want to extend their IT functionalities to other departments. So ITL functionalities to other departments. So you would have travel desk, finance, sales, facilities, HR, legal, and any other department that you want to add to this. And all these departments will also have service desks. They will also have service management functions. They also have to cater to the needs of the users within the organization. So how are you going to extend these functionalities? How are you going to extend the incident management, incident problem and change management functionalities to these departments? How are you going to categorize the requests? How are you going to have one single console for all your requesters? So that's all being dealt with the enterprise service management functionality in Service Desk Plus. And here's a quick look at the pricing for Service Desk Plus on the cloud. So in case if you guys already are present, if you already have been using on-premise and you want to move to the cloud, get in touch with the sales team. They will put you onto the right track to help you move to the cloud. So your data can also be imported into the cloud version of Service Desk Plus. So it starts at, there are 3 editions here, as you all know. The on-premise edition also has 3 editions. The cloud edition also has 3 editions. Standard, Professional, and Enterprise. The Enterprise has got all the ITIL functionalities, and Professional is a cut-down version of Enterprise, and Standard is a cut-down version of Professional. So the Professional edition has got Helpdesk and Asset Management, whereas the Standard has just got only the IT Helpdesk. The pricing for Enterprise starts at US $50, $50 per technician per month. And you can see for 10 technicians and 500 nodes, it costs $5,995 US. And it is also available in multi-language, and there's a monthly and yearly subscription period as well. And there are some add-ons here. So in case if you want to choose, if you want to start with Professional, or if you want to start with Standard or Professional and later on move to the Enterprise. But in some cases, you would want to add an additional component, ITL component like service catalog or project management. That's when you can just add them as add-ons. So you don't have to sit and reconfigure everything. Just an add-on license will help you enable the other components like CMDB or service catalog or project management. And if you have to move from Standard or Professional to the Enterprise, you don't have to sit and reconfigure everything again. So it's like just a license will help you move from the lower edition to the biggest edition, the higher edition. So let's now move on to the Site 24/7, which is the all-in-one monitoring solution. So in case if you have to monitor your websites from different locations, or you want to do remote server monitoring, you want to monitor your data center infrastructure from ManageEngine Cloud, or you want to manage your cloud servers. It could be Amazon EC2 instances or RDS instances, Microsoft Azure, or Oracle Cloud. You want to monitor your network devices like routers, switches, and firewalls from ManageEngine data centers. Application performance. You want to check the performance of applications like Tomcat, WebLogic, WebSphere, databases like MySQL, MS SQL, Oracle, SAP servers, SAP CCMS, and much more. And you want to also do a real-time monitoring, real user monitoring. So we call it as RUM, real user monitoring for services like LDAP, email, ping, and HTTP. So if you have to do a real user monitoring for any of these protocols or functionalities, we will be able to do it from different locations as well. So it's available in 4 different editions. The one which is marked in green is the most popular edition. The Professional edition is the most popular, and it's just $35 US per month, whereas the Enterprise is at $449 US per month. And there are functionalities which are available, but the starter pack has also got functionalities. So we have like up to 10 websites or servers that you can monitor using the starter pack, which is like $9, as low as $9 per month, and 1 advanced monitor and 5 network interfaces for monitoring. So 1 advanced monitor here, it could be like Tomcat, WebLogic, or databases like MySQL, MS SQL, Oracle, and it has got a standard support, whereas the premium support is available starting from the Professional edition until the Enterprise edition. So when you have to monitor all the Microsoft Office 365 components like Exchange Online, Azure Active Directory, Skype for Business, OneDrive for Business, Microsoft Teams. So if you're looking to monitor one or more of these components from ManageEngine Cloud, Office 365 Manager Plus is going to be the solution for you. It can give you exhaustive reporting on all these functions of Microsoft. So it can give exhaustive reports on Microsoft Azure AD, accounts which were created, objects which were modified, passwords which are about to expire, user licenses, reports on licenses and users. You can also do some auditing and alerting here, and management of all the user accounts that you create through Microsoft Online. And monitoring of the servers, monitoring of your cloud servers. So it could be monitoring your Exchange databases, or it could be monitoring your Exchange servers. And you can also delegate tasks to technicians using Office 365 Manager Plus. So which means you don't have to give all functionalities to all technicians. So you can just cut down on the level of access given to the technicians, and see and audit who does what on all these functionalities of Microsoft. So Office 365 is available in 3 different editions. There's also a free edition here which supports 25 users and mailboxes, and it never expires, and it supports all the features of standard edition. And the standard edition starts at $345, whereas the professional edition starts at $595 US. So there are some features here like Office 365 health monitoring, auditing and alerting, and password expiry notification, Helpdesk delegation, and reports on Office 365 services. So you have more than 500 plus reports on Office 365 services. There are cases where you want to manage your mobile devices. So you have provided mobile devices to your employees, and you want to manage those mobile devices because these mobile devices are always roaming, and you want to monitor them from an external cloud. That's the ManageEngine cloud. So you can use Mobile Device Manager Plus for managing such mobile devices. So you can do complete device management. You can get reports on IMEI number, the phone memory, then the SD card memory, and whatever information that you have to get about the device will be available. And you can also manage the apps which go into these devices. You can blacklist apps. You can push enterprise apps, forcefully push enterprise apps. You can uninstall those blacklisted apps as well. Security management, where you will be able to track the mobile devices. You can get the geolocation coordinates of the devices. You can track the history of locations. You can also remotely wipe off the content, leaving alone the personal content. Or if you have to do both, if you have to wipe off both corporate and personal content, that is also possible. You can manage emails as well as the contents which can be published to these mobile devices. And containerization, which tells you which device has got access to which apps, which device has been enabled on kiosk mode, what are the apps which go into these mobile devices. So all that is possible with Mobile Device Manager Plus on-premise is available on cloud as well. Here again, it is available in 3 different editions, standard, professional, and free. You will be able to manage 25 devices, 25 mobile devices for free. And the cloud edition starts at $24 US. The professional edition costs $24 US per device. That's the annual subscription price for a device. Whereas the standard edition has got the basic device management, and it costs $13 US per device. And the professional edition, what other additional features does it have is the containerization and the security management features. Like if you have to geolocate the devices and remotely wipe off the data, or leave alone the corporate data, leave alone the personal data and just wipe off the corporate data. So such features are available in the professional edition alone. So in these testing times of the COVID-19 pandemic, most organizations have advised their employees to work remotely. We still have to, IT administrators, we still have to troubleshoot the problems reported by these work from home users as well. So in such cases, you may want to remotely access their workstations and see what is going on, or you want to do a voice or video chat. So you can remotely control those roaming devices. You can do a voice and video chat with the user. You can transfer files. You can perform some system manager functions like remote disk defragmentation or cleaning up the recycle bin. You can remotely shut down the device and wake on LAN as well. This remote control feature is an agent-based one, and it doesn't have any additional component to be installed. It is mostly web-based, just like how this webinar works. So it's going to be as such. And the architecture here, so for all the roaming users, they're going to directly connect to the remote access cloud server from ManageEngine data centers. Whereas for all those who are behind a firewall, or for those ones who have been connected through the VPN, that's when you will have to have a distribution server in your network. And this distribution server is going to be connected to the Active Directory. So all those devices which are within the branch office will use the distribution server for remote access connections, whereas the roaming user will have direct connection over the internet. And Remote Access Plus is available in 3 different editions, and the free edition is useful for small businesses up to 10 devices, and whereas the professional costs $150 for 25 computers and 5 technicians annually, and the standard at $100 for 25 computers and 5 technicians annually. So you can see what are the features which are missing and available in the free, standard, and professional editions. Patch management. This has been a problem for administrators for long, and for those who have been working from home, you still have to patch those devices as well. And you have to just not alone take care of Microsoft patches, you also have to look into the third-party patches like Adobe, Google Chrome, Java applications, and any other third-party application. So there's an automated patch deployment, so you can download patches and automatically push them to the devices. It has got cross-platform support, so it supports both Windows and Mac, and it has got third-party application patching. Close to around 530 plus applications can be patched using Patch Manager Plus. This excludes all the Microsoft applications. So it's just the third-party ones is like around 530 plus. So here is an architecture diagram. Don't worry about the quality of the images here. We are anyway going to share these presentations with you. But let me just quickly talk to you about how the architecture works when it is for a roaming user as well as for users within the organization. So for users within the organization, you are going to install the distribution server, and the distribution server is going to deploy the missing patches through the agent. The distribution server is going to directly connect to the patch cloud server from ManageEngine data center for synchronizing the patch details and for downloading the patch repository. And the patches will be directly downloaded from third-party websites or from Microsoft. If it is going to be a roaming agent, it is going to have direct connection to the patch cloud server. That's the only difference. So here, when it is a roaming user, he will have direct connection to the patch cloud server from ManageEngine cloud. Whereas when it is a distribution server, the agents will contact the distribution server for all the missing patches. And here again, it's available in 3 different editions. The free edition, it supports Windows and Mac, and the professional edition starts at $345 annually for 50 computers and single technician, and the enterprise edition starts at $445 annually. Identity Manager Plus. So if you're looking to have a single sign-on for all your enterprise applications, it could be on-premise or any SaaS-based applications. You can also have all the in-house applications which supports SAML-based authentication. So if any of your applications supports SAML-based authentication, that's also possible to be integrated with Identity Manager Plus. You can have centralized access management for all applications, be it on-premise or on cloud. And you can leverage the use of existing identities for users. So users, if they are been using Google Suite login or Office 365 login or Zoho credentials, so you can use these credentials to synchronize their identity across various applications. And there's easy user management in order to provide or revoke access to applications. So here the applications can be on-premise or the SaaS-based applications. So it starts at as low as $1 per user per year, and you can see the list of applications for which you can have a single identity. It can be Google Apps, Office 365, Zoho, Zendesk, Salesforce, Slack, Live Chat, Dropbox, Wellpick. Due to space constraint on the presentation slide, I could actually manage to put only these applications, but there are much more. You can take a look at it when you visit our website, Identity Manager Plus. So there are cases where you want to manage logs on the cloud due to space constraints. So you don't want to have huge volume of data being spent on or huge volume of hard disk space being spent on storing your logs. So logs are everywhere, and logs give you crucial information about internal or external attacks. And these are essential for all your compliance audits, be it ISO 27001 or HIPAA or GLBA, GDPR, and much more. So if you have to manage logs from Windows and Linux devices, and you are looking to move to the cloud to manage these logs, that's when Log 360 on the cloud is going to help you out. So it starts at $9.99 per year on the standard plan, and the pricing here is based on the storage space that you're going to occupy. And the free plan has got 50 GB of storage for 1 month retention period. So the advantages here are you can cut down on log storage expenses. You don't have to have terabytes of hard disk for storing your logs. So you can just push the onus on storing those logs onto us. So ManageEngine is going to store those logs for you securely. And you can push all the focus of your technicians on threat and attack mitigation. So which means that instead of allowing users or allowing technicians to go through the logs and find out where the internal and external threats are, you can just receive alerts on internal and external alerts real time, and the technicians can focus on those alerts as and when they are received. You can access the log data from anywhere, and you can scale up your network architecture without having to worry about the log volume. So as I said, the plan here for Log 360 depends on the storage space that you're going to occupy. So it starts at 100 GB storage, and it goes as much as 10,000 GB storage. AlarmsOne, as I said earlier, if you're looking for an MOM, a monitor of monitors, to receive alerts from various applications and have one centralized console to push notifications to all your technicians, you can use AlarmsOne. You can receive alerts from on-premise and SaaS-based IT applications. There's an auto-update poller which you have to install on all those on-premise products, so that the alarms which are generated in these on-premise products can be pushed to AlarmsOne. All the alerts are going to be real-time here, and it has got multi-channel notifications, so you can have email notifications or push those notifications to as Helpdesk tickets. I'm also going to talk about the outbound integrations that you can have with AlarmsOne. And there's also a possibility that you can manage all the alarms from a single location. And here is the list of applications which can send alarms to AlarmsOne console. So Op Manager, if you're already using Op Manager, NetFlow Analyzer, or Applications Manager from ManageEngine, you can send those alarms to AlarmsOne console. If you're using Nagio, SolarWinds, or OpenNMS, Site 24/7, or Pulseway, Zoho Projects, Splunk, all these inbound applications can send alarms to AlarmsOne console. And once the alarms are received, you can push them as tickets to Service Desk Plus or Service Desk Plus On Demand, which is Service Desk Plus On Cloud, Zendesk, Slack, Atlassian Cloud, Zoho Projects, Zoho Chat, and much more. So these are the applications which can receive those alarms and can be converted into tickets or any other notification mechanism. AlarmsOne is available in 3 different editions: free, basic, and premium. The basic starts at $15 per month, and the premium starts at $25 per month. And for the free edition, you can have maximum of 3 users, 1 inbound integration, unlimited alerts, 3 months data retention, and unlimited push notifications. So that is also possible. And you also have an iOS app for AlarmsOne, so which means that you can push notifications through this app for all your technicians. Finally, you have a huge data on the table. You have data from Service Desk, you have data from mobile device management, Office 365 management, where you have to manage the users and licenses. You have to check their passwords, password expiry, and you have data from AlarmsOne as well. You have to take a look into the availability alarms. You have to take a look into the performance alarms. And then you have data from mobile device management. The mobile devices, you have to track those mobile devices, the patches which are missing on your workstations. So there's data all around the table, and you want to have one single console for taking a look at these data. That's when Zoho Analytics is going to help you out. So you can connect to any data source to pull data. It has got interactive dashboards and has got better visualizations. It gives you deep analytics into the data that has been received. So you can take a look at the comparison of a particular metric. Say, for example, the number of critical patches which are missing on workstations this month is 10, whereas the ones which were missing from last month was 100. So there has been an improvement in the security strategy that you have deployed to push those patches. Or let's take an example where the number of alarms which have been received, the performance alarms or availability alarms which have been received from devices is actually 50 this month, whereas last month it was 200. So there's been a reduction in the number of alarms received, so which means that your quality of service has improved. So it gives you deep analytics into a particular metric that you are looking at based on the data received. And you can share and collaborate these data as reports to your management. The pricing here is listed in INR. So it is 4,000 INR. It's approximately like, let me just quickly calculate it. It is like $50 US, I think so. So it's like, that's the most popular premium edition, which is like $50 US per month. But it is being billed yearly, and it gives you support for 15 users and 5 million rows. And the enterprise edition has got 50 million rows and 50 users, and has got 5x performance than the premium standard and the basic edition. So the basic edition, it actually starts as low as like 10, approximately $10 US, with 2 users and 0.5 million rows. Now it's time for Q&A. Let's take a look if there are any questions. No questions yet. Can we get access to this presentation? Of course, yes. The panelists here are going to send the presentations and the recording after the webinar. Is that the only question that you guys have? Well, can Analytics Plus do analytics on Office 365? That was a good question. Can Analytics Plus? Well, if it is Office 365 and you want to manage with Analytics Plus, I may have to check with the team, because it's like Analytics Plus is an on-premise solution, but Zoho Analytics with Office 365, I may have to check it out with the team. There should be some way to do this out. Of course, yes, I think so, but let me check with the team and get back to you. Please share a presentation. Yes, we are going to share. As I said earlier, the panelists, the marketing team is going to share the presentations with you. Well, if there are no more questions, so let me quickly summarize on what we discussed. So ManageEngine is going to be the one-stop shop solution for all your SaaS-based IT requirements. So as I listed in the beginning of the webinar, if you're looking for IT service and asset management, mobile device management, or alert management, Office 365, so any of these requirements, you would want to just stop by at ManageEngine and take a look. That's going to be the best option for you. It's highly secure. We also share the security documents with you once you move to the cloud, and it's reliable. And there's an easy pricing option. There's a flexible pricing as well. So you can move to any of the higher editions, or downgrade from a higher edition to a lower edition without loss of any data. And it's easy to bill you based on the editions that you're going to choose. So finally, thank you all for joining today's webinar. You can contact the sales team at sales@manageengine.com for more information on the pricing and licensing of any of these products. In case if you have any technical questions related to these products, or if you would want to have a personalized presentation for any of these solutions to your management, email me at the email address given here, akarthik@zohocorp.com. Thank you so much, guys, for joining today's webinar.